What's up, guys? It's time for the Space Bro Show, the holiday stream special. Hey guys, thank you for joining me and my good friends here. Once I get the right button hit. There we go. We got my good friends here. We got both Mr. Gio Get Money in the house. What's up, man?
Mm-hmm.
Had it. There you go. And we got the only Moonshiners in the house. Mm-hmm. Both after leading a super hardcore stream today. Actually, Gio's hanging out here, but Moon was he was all on it today. How long? You were on like early compared to usual time.
Yeah, I just got done with a 4-hour stream. And you may be wondering, like, why did you come onto this space? Because we just got done streaming. I just did this.
I didn't notice anything different, really. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it's an improvement. So, altogether, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, chat? How y'all doing?
There
I think
you go.
Fat Cam is gonna come
Happy holidays.
Absolutely. In the holiday spirit as we best can be. So, yeah, it was good. It was good. So, guys, super awesome. 2.6 is out and live, and we're all super pumped about this. It's amazeballs.
It's amazing.
Yeah, man, it's been a journey to get here.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. I think this is probably, again, even when we were going through the PTU, it's probably the smoothest I've seen it a PTU, in my opinion.
It really is.
I mean, I can't say it more. For as fucked up as their holiday live stream was, they've made up for it in spades with this PTU, in my book. So, what were you guys' impression, Gio? What were you thinking? Like, just overall PTU? I mean, were you thinking it went really well? Do you think it was kind of like, were you worried? What were your impressions of the PTU process over the last bit?
The last, I would say, like the 2 patches when I seen them. Well, one probably yesterday the most once the lag spike stopped and the gameplay got a little smooth on Star Marine. I'm like, okay, I think it's ready for prime time. That's when I was like, all right, I think we're gonna have a good, decent launch tomorrow. And from what I played for the little bit, I think that's I think it's pretty good from what they did last night. So I think it's good.
Yep. Moon, you got anything to add to that?
Yeah. I mean, like the last 2 days, or let's say maybe I guess like the last 2 days of PTU were like really clean. Like we had, there weren't a lot of 30,000s, or maybe there were. Like maybe 2 days ago there were, but like the patch last night was really good. It's been clean. Like, I mean, there were like some days where like the PTU was great. Maybe like in 2 days ago or 3 days ago, it was horrible. Like you were getting 30,000s all the time. You were crashing. We didn't know like what the hell was going on. It was like really bad. And comparing it to like a few days, like a week ago, where like it was kind of good, but right now everything feels like really solid.
Yeah.
This is probably one of like the cleaner releases that they ever had. But you can definitely tell like they had all hands all hands were on deck working on this, and they're
still there now too.
Yep. They're just now probably, at least the art team's probably gone. I mean, let's be honest, they're gone. Everybody in engineering and stuff like that, those are the people that had to hang on to make sure everything's going smooth, everything's, still happening and stuff. But yeah, I think this is hands down, anything that I said about the holiday live stream still applies, but I more than think they made up for it on this end. Yeah. Everything's okay.
I mean, we didn't get to do this last week. We didn't get to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, can we kind of talk about how amazingly terrible that was?
Yeah.
I mean, it was, for one thing, I liked this stream. I thought some of the things in it were good. If you like Tony Z, if you like hearing them kind of talk, they showed off a lot of good stuff, but there were some like amazing fails, some of the most glorious fails ever. And it just made it hilarious. Some people like hated it. They were really upset with it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was just, there were failures. There were a bunch of like, bad syncs, and there was a lot of good stuff.
Well, I got something I think that can help express that if you guys want to watch this real quick. This is probably the best expression of everything that happened during that that live stream. This is sums it up completely. We're gonna have it floating over our heads here, so Guys, just watch this for a second here. Let's see. Oh, wait.
Oh, is this is Spaceballs or what is this?
We're not just doing this for money.
Oh God, so good.
We are bringing back the all ships sail from the anniversary live stream.
Poor Ben.
For a shitload of money.
Poor Ben.
Oh, you're right. And when you're right, you're right.
The mic
And
issues.
always
The
right.
mic issues were so good. Poor guy.
Seems like almost every day someone on the team is sharing a link being like, holy crap, look what this fan did.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah,
It was on the teleprompter.
Yeah, this director Sean Tracy.
So random. Green screen out of nowhere.
They don't even know what's going on.
Yeah. Sean Tracy
What
was
happened?
behind them.
Oh yeah, where's Xylo? Oh God, Xylo, I love you. I mean, if you think this is bad, Xylo in the
Who you are and what you do for CIG.
oh my God.
Let's wait.
Awesome.
God. Oh, there he is. Oh, Xylo. I love it.
Oh.
Man, oh man. That was glorious. That was glorious.
Asglow got a good point. At least we know that SC money isn't going into production
What the hell am I
streams.
looking at?
I've seen you in practice
Hey.
today. You have been
We
kicking
we
and
learned-
taking numbers.
Poor
we learned last
Cameron.
week.
You're looking
Yeah.
Poor
now.
Cameron just sitting
Everything
there.
that happens now is happening now.
I
Welcome
really like
back to the
Cameron, too. He's such
UK,
a nice guy.
where I've
Yeah.
got.
We learned that CIG is a
I'm
company
doing
that
okay.
makes video games.
Am I coming live?
Maybe not the best live production company of making live
What
shows.
happened to then?
Maybe not this strong.
I think they're reached
They're
too
making a
high.
really good game.
I think they're reached too
Go back
high.
to
They
them.
tried to make something really high-end professional and all that, and
Mhm.
that's not what we want from them. I mean, the cringe is real.
The cringe is real.
This is like the ultimate cringe gif of all time.
Hmm
When will then be now?
I
What
love
would
it.
be now?
I love it.
Now let's go to Cameron Wilkie. Already,
There was nothing
let's see.
funnier.
Cameron Wilkie, you guys ready to go?
So good. It was so good.
All right, he's getting ready. There we go.
A lot of good cringe moments.
And 95 of that Cameron in them.
I think they were drunk.
Poor
too,
Cameron.
I think some of them was drunk behind the camera. You know, that Christmas party vibe.
Yeah, I'm sure with Chris Roberts on the set, that wasn't happening at all. It's like,
He was drunk in one of the presentations before.
yeah. It's so bad.
Yeah. It wasn't. I order you. The greatest. It's okay. I mean,
I was better about it when I found out that Thomas Henderson left. That's when I was like, all right, it all makes sense. 'Cause I just thought they just completely had digressed, which they kind of did because Thomas was gone, but it wasn't for like no reason. Like there was a reason behind why it happened.
Job post.
All right, well, that's enough of that anyway. But yeah, still, I was like, if you guys want to watch that complete video, it is available over in the Space Pro Discord. We have linked it in there under the pub chat. So,
Yep.
and it was made by, what was it? Flying Angry Bears, I think it was. Angry Flying Bears. Angry Flying Bears. Over 45,000 views of that video. And
great job.
great
Angry
job,
Flying
guys.
Bears.
Thank you.
It's probably
You did
the
a
most
service.
played Star Citizen video of all time. It's going to be the one where they get trolled for, yeah, that. So, yeah. I will say one thing. I did buy that shirt, the Polaris shirt. I got that coming too. So I was like,
Oh, you lucky bastard! They sold out before I could get them.
I know.
Oh, that's
they
quick.
had like extra small and shit. If you wear medium.
Yeah, I'm not an extra small person, so that wasn't going to happen. But
Yeah, so I just
like-
gotta wait till they get them.
yeah, but that I was like, that's awesome. So we got that coming. But yeah, overall, like we said, we won't harbor on it anymore. But it was very cringe. It was very rough, and yeah, it was what it was. I think the message I hope that CIG takes away from this is you don't need to do that for us. Now, if they're doing that for a bigger purpose, then hire somebody to do it. The other thing is they don't need to. There's no part of this they had to do live. They weren't playing with viewers. They weren't interacting with us. They don't need to do it live. if they're going to do that. If they're going to interact with us and stuff, sure. If they're going to play with viewers, sure. But if that was a post-production display, like here's the stream and all that stuff, which 95% of it was, the only parts that were cringe was anything they tried to do live. I mean, they had, like you said, they had good content in this. They had really good content. They had the Van Duel clip. They had, the Star Marine clips. Even as cringy as the audio was to me on the whole synthetic scripted taking the caterpillar with Xylo and Disco, it was good. I mean, it illustrated really well, taking some friends and trying to take out a ship and doing all that stuff. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know, and not to harp if Xylo or Disco ever watch this or are listening, I can't stand your guys' comms when you guys talk shit to each other. It drives me absolutely crazy because it's like incoherent, bitter like stuff in there. It's like, it's fun if you're talking smack, but if I'm like talking smack to Geo or Moon, it's not 50 people trying to talk smack to each other simultaneously to simulate fun. It just didn't. It felt really forced.
Like I think it'd have been good to get like some of the streamers or content creators, footage, like we did the other night.
Yeah.
When we went to go see the Big Benny's Handstone, it was just completely natural. We went to go do that. Did other mission to try to catch a caddy. It was just live, and we did it. Boom.
We were sitting there testing, blowing up the caterpillar, and then Aces High jumped in. We got a scrap on that, and that was fun. It was a good little thing going on, and that all just happens live in PU unscripted. But I think if they separated their comms, like if they did like you would, if you're tactically going to actually have a fight with somebody, it'd be us talking in our comms versus them, and you switch back and forth. It's a little bit more balanced, and I think it felt a little weird to me. But yeah. So,
but it was an interesting think of because for as scripted as it was, for what it was like an interesting thing because a lot of people think there will be the people who do closed comms, nobody speak, shut the hell up, don't talk. But for a lot of people, this is just going to be mayhem. Yeah. So it did kind of show off what it will be like. Yeah. Although it was kind of hammy. It was definitely an interesting... It was
beautiful, though. I mean, it really showed off the ships and how they fight and that dynamic of... We've never really seen a fleet, dare I say, it's not that big, but a fleet-type fight with multiple assets of players doing something. We've always seen something very CG-esque that was rendered in game engine, there was actual assets and everything, but it was like AI doing something and we're doing it against that or whatever. This was actually something more natural in the PU that could happen. And in many cases we have done, but yeah, and I don't even mind it being scripted. It was just that I think the comms annoyed me. And those are the type of comms, for example, I hope the enemy I fight have. Why we're a little more tactical and they're all over the place. That's what you hope your enemy's like, oh my God, I'm dead. I'm still dead. I'm dead over here. I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're dead. I get it. So that's what you hope your enemy's comms sound like. But yeah, it's still beautiful. I played. If you play some Metallica and mute that, it's even more impressive. It's really good. You play some nice metal and do that. Yep. It's really good. Anyway, so
did you guys see the stuff that Astro Pub tweeted today with the pictures of Planetside and how beautiful it looks?
Yeah, the stuff from the German magazine.
Yep. That was it was fucking beautiful.
I don't have a link to that. We were looking at it earlier. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I think Toby first kicked it over.
I was like, oh my gosh, I wish that stuff right there was more interesting than anything I've seen on the stream, to be honest. Like that Planetside, the house or whatever the fucking little station they got there, that shit is beautiful.
Yeah, they showed one shot was from actual Squadron 42. Pull it up here. One shot was from Squadron 42, and then the other two shots... Here they are. It's from this Reddit post. I'll pull them all up, and we'll put them up on the screen here real quick.
I would have loved a nice little minute or two video just on that shit, to be honest.
Well, and it might be coming. We got a lot of filler between now and 3.0.
That is true.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's not going to pop off next week or anything, so nobody get all crazy or anything like that, but... It's going to happen. It's just going to take some time. But this is the first shot I think we saw. These are the shots. It'll take about 30 seconds for it to populate on yours, Gio. But
I'm still scrolling through my Twitter feed trying to find this. I should probably just went to Paul. Oh, here we. Oh my God! Holy moly! Yeah, look at that. That is insane.
Unreal, dude.
Yeah.
That is glorious. Look
I
at
mean,
that.
to see that
oh
rendered
my
in that environment,
God!
I get almost like, like a Crisis / Halo /
Exactly.
you know what I mean? / Planet Side type feel with that, and it looks sick. And we haven't really seen a green world, and I'm like, it's pretty.
That is amazing.
That looks more fleshed out than what they showed us at CitizenCon. Like they're definitely making progress.
Yep.
Like that's looking beautiful.
And here's one of the escapes you're talking about, where it had the modules where somebody had stacked and they had a rover pulling up, where you had the 3 modules on top of the hill there. You can see the terrain. The other thing I want to know is like,
you
see what's in the ground? They got tracks. I was like,
and there goes water. Oh, I just hope they got fish in here. I need the fish. You guys don't understand.
That is insane.
Got that Final Fantasy fishing bug. It's like everybody else, like everybody fishing lately. And this, you can clearly see a Starfarer in the background taking off, but this is a cityscape with multiple. Yeah, it looks really good. Looks really, really good.
That is dope, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That cityscape is amazing.
Like, yeah, these screenshots right here are more amazing than anything in the stream. To me, I got to keep it real. Like that, it just blows me away.
And here's another shot, and this just shows like the scale of the same type of setup, like a 4-module setup, and you got the rover coming up there, and just look at the sun and the desert and the terrain. It's just amazing to me,
dude. If you'll be able to live on planets like that, dude.
Yeah.
But your ship would be in the wide open. That'd be the only downfall.
Yeah, I just want little outposts. I want like little caches, like weapons caches and stuff, so the mercs can come up and pick up stuff. We can drop off stuff, and we can go back to business. And then
or if you mine in the prospect, because the prospect could mine on the ground, store some of this shit in here, maybe try to keep it locked up or whatever, and then come back if you can't get it all because the prospector can't hold as much as the whole sea or
and then just have a transport come down and grab it up or something like that.
Oh man, this is so.
And that's going to be interesting too. Just a side tangent on that will be see is it more cost efficient to mine on the ground and then have to break atmosphere and go back out fuel wise with all that load, or is it more efficient to stay in space doing it? That'll be a whole thing too. So we'll have to see how that develops because that's going to be pretty neat.
Yeah, it is true.
Mm-hmm.
It's glorious.
I love the fact that we have all that to look forward to still figure out. You know what I mean? Because we don't know how those mechanics are going to roll in, and to be honest, CIG might not even have a clue on how they want to roll in those mechanics. But it's gonna be really neat. The one thing I haven't got to watch yet is another video coming up. But first, why don't we dip into a little bit of this letter here? We'll see if I got the actual link to the actual. I don't think I have. I should. Now, it's the same thing. They've just copied it onto Reddit, so we'll just show that real quick. This is a letter from the chairman talking about a big announcement they would like to make with the release of 2.6. So if you guys didn't catch this earlier, it's out there. It says, we are now basing Starsys and our custom technology development on Amazon's Lumberyard engine. And, of course, my good friend and streaming compadre immediately, Mr. Source, made clickbait title over there saying,
I saw that.
saying Amazon is like buying CIG, click here for more info, and it's like clickbait. It's like genius, I tell you. Anyway,
so wait, Amazon. So they're not using Google anymore; they're using Amazon.
Correct. That's basically what it is.
Swapped back and forth several times.
Yeah,
it was Amazon, and then it was Google.
I think that they like to. One thing that CIG likes to do, and it's not really necessarily leveraging companies against each other. I think as they prove their technology, though, they are saying, okay, this is what we're bringing to the table. Who's going to work better with us? And they already have a relationship with a little bit with Twitch and everything else. Because I mean, obviously, as streamers and content creators, we provide a huge amount of their marketing for the game anyway for absolutely free. So I think they're just looking to not only blend that, but they're looking as the streaming variety people as a major part of their audience. I mean, if you think about it, they're already thinking about incorporating streaming type tech into the game, right? For their news stuff, those type of things. They want to make those live living videos of shit happening in the universe, in the game. Like if there's a war, they want to do newscasts. So I think they're just more and more ties to Twitch and interaction and stuff is really there. And since Amazon is the parent company now of Twitch, they own Twitch, I think that's just all kind of drawing lines there on how they're trying to roadmap out what they want to do.
Didn't they also buy Crytek? Didn't they
Yeah,
also buy-
basically it's a bailout is the way I look at it. So Amazon's been gobbling up stuff, and they bought up Crytek because CryEngine was having some major financial difficulties there at the end. That's with the release of all the free stuff and everything else. So
see, now this kind of worries me because at one point Chris was like, okay, us and Google have they said they were announcing something like, yeah, we have some new tech or something coming out with Google. I forgot what video that was, and now we're here switching back to Amazon. So now I'm kind of worried with the network code stuff. A bit confusion going on.
Here's why I wouldn't be. Okay, this is what's going to reassure you is the fact that Google has that technology, and they do a pretty good job at it and all that stuff. But Amazon has more developed technology in the same areas through all the IPs and stuff they've acquired, so they have the exact same type of setup with the cloud services and cloud networking and all that stuff. So they're direct competitors, Google and Amazon are. So I think it's just been probably a discussion same way with the relationship they tried to develop with SciTech, right? So SciTech was
we have to always hope that they're going to use the best technology, that they're going to use what's also best that's most cost effective, because again, this is a game that's not released yet, that has to work for years and years without like a subscription fee. So if this is what's best for them to do right now, I don't think. I mean, the netcode is still.
We don't know.
Wonky.
Yeah, we don't know.
But that's something that will be fixed. That's on their end. Like going to the Amazon server wasn't going to fix the netcode, but this means if you read into it, it talks about how they can spool up multiple instances right now. I'm trying to speak instances. There we go. I said it. And it, just if you read about how what's it called log. What's it called?
The which one? Lumberyard?
What is it? Lumberyard. Thank you. Yeah, if you read into it and how Lumberyard works and how it's going to be cost effective for them to do it that way, it's interesting. I'm glad again that they're not just sticking with one form. They're going to go with I think they stopped using Amazon a while ago and they're going to go to Google because Amazon was really expensive. So with the release of Lumberyard, something that's cost effective and that again will allow them to have as many servers as they need in the cloud. That won't be super.
Well,
expensive.
And the other aspect that's really important about Lumberyard, which is that's their cloud service and their integration tech that they've acquired from Crytek, is the fact it's built entirely originally on the frame of CryEngine, just exactly like our new whole system, the Star Engine is, right? So they're both off the same base code. So that's the other reason that they explain in this document that they decided to make that move, because Amazon took that base code, same way CIG did, and made their own shit from it, basically. And that's how this whole tech is. So they're both operating under the same type of base core language, separate directions, obviously, right? Star Engine went its way, Lumberyard's gone this way. But Google's just providing a platform that you have to adapt to, whereas Amazon has a platform built on the same exact tech of what we're using to hopefully get to 3.0 and beyond. So I think that alone helps them understand the code, and it wouldn't surprise me if Brian Chambers and other people that are former employees of Crytek and CryEngine and all that stuff had a large bit to do with maybe this change, because they're like, look, they're going this way with Amazon. Amazon's bringing this to the table. Why don't we do this? Because it makes more sense for what we already have, and if we run into an engineering issue, we have the same base code language on both sets. Instead of doing what they're doing all the other times, run around chasing their tail, trying to adapt to somebody else's technology, their tech. So I think that's kind of where they're at with it, and I think it's a smart move. If that's the case, I hope they're not going the way, like I was going to say about SciTech, because SciTech was like the lowest hanging fruit in joysticks, and they were like, oh, you guys are going to give us the best deal, and there you go.
To be fair with that situation, a lot of guys, they said SciTech was the only one who was willing to actually do something other than just smack. It was going to be like the same product.
Exactly.
And go on there. So SciTech was the only one, and Logitech had wanted to do it, but they couldn't because they didn't have, the manufacturing stuff. That's why they bought SciTech. So now maybe Logitech can work with them because they bought SciTech, and maybe that was part of the move, and we'll see some better sticks. So that's
I think we'll see some negotiation moving forward on that. I'm not super worried about that aspect, but it would be nice to see more peripherals and merchandises directly designed for Star System would be cool. And I can see like Chris Roberts and Sandy going to a meeting with Logitech before that, and you bring out that 3D Extreme and like, we can put a Star Citizen sticker on it, and they'd be just like, nah.
No, Chris ain't going. Chris ain't going for that shot, and I hope they wouldn't, because I hate that type of lazy marketing shit.
Well, and plus that 3D Extreme's been out for 25 years. I have the one from 25 years ago that I bought. That's exactly like the same model Logitech has now. Now all their other peripherals I love. I love Logitech's mice and keyboards, but their joysticks, they ain't changed it. Yeah, they ain't changed their shit on the joystick market in like 20 plus years. It's been the same thing. Wow. Yeah. Same box and everything. It's crazy.
Well, but, I know they are in talks. I talked to Toast. I can't say much, but I can say we are talking. So they're in communication right now. We just don't know what and when.
Yeah. I'm just happy that's happening in the background. They actually gave a letter saying this, because they could have just made the switch to Amazon, not said shit to us. But they're being forthcoming about this too, and they explain why. And right there, that base CryEngine tech on both ends makes perfect sense to me. I like the fact their shirts are bringing up in marketing. I mean, their stuff, it's not bennies like this big here. It's looking like they're getting some better stuff, and I'm liking it. I'm liking what I see.
When did this get implemented, though? Because maybe that's why the merge for 2.6 probably took so long to get just now to the end of the year, and that's why we probably missed it on 3.0.
Yeah, maybe they've changed platforms. Like,
see, now that would make a lot of sense why 2.6 took so long to come out. And if we would have been told that, maybe everyone would have been a little more calm. I know I would have. Like,
You know what? I don't know if that would have went over personally. I think if you would have came back to us 4 months ago and say, "Hey guys, we got an idea. We're going to switch platforms from Google to Amazon," I think everybody would have been, "What?"
But if it's smoother, like now. I mean,
now we're okay with it because it's out. But I'm saying back then when we were waiting 4 months, I think everybody going, "Oh, and you switch platforms, now what?"
That's better than nothing saying nothing, though, because now everyone's pissed off, and now we don't even know. So it's either say nothing or put that out there. I know.
We don't really even know. I mean, like it's so hard to like judge it. I mean, again, this feels already better.
Yeah.
Do you think this was implemented in PTU? Is this something that we're getting just today? Because like I noticed.
Oh no, they had to build and test this on this engine. There's no way they didn't put this on this platform prior to us seeing it and try it there. There's no way. That'd be stupid.
Right.
You know. And plus, we've already seen from CitizenCon, and where Chris Roberts said, my belief system when it comes to Chris Roberts is it's better to ask forgiveness than ask permission, because after he made that comment about the whole Uncharted thing, it's like it might have took 2 years, but when it came out, everybody said, whatever. This is a prime example of that. We waited all this time for 2.6, and even the holiday stream was a mess. Everybody's up in arms. They drop it, and it's like, that's pretty good. We'll overlook it this time. You know what I mean? So I think that kind of just goes to point. He's not trying to be deceptive, but you also have to be responsible in how you treat the public regarding that, because you don't want to have pitchforks at your door and you can't do anything because people are just freaking out.
Yeah, because to me, it still took way too long for 2.6. Like I said,
I agree.
This justifies, if this system got implemented, if that's what took so long, that justifies that long ass drought with no patch.
Yeah.
If it's just we took this long just because some things, blah blah blah. That's inexcusable. Because I want to know what was the holdup for 2.6, and because 3.0 was supposed to be our big drop, not this right now.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. But I mean, like even like as of like last week, they were still getting the public's like reaction on ship speeds. Is this okay? Are you still okay with this? I mean, I as much as like we're saying like, oh, it should have been out sooner. That chip was probably broken. I mean, like,
we saw what Mark was working on Bug Smashers for the last 3 months. It was fucked. It was fucked, dude. Let's be honest about it. It was fucked. I mean,
this Evocati stuff like that. Like they were playing some like wonky builds. Like it was probably really broken.
Yeah.
Even like when it was even like in like the first days of PTU when it went open, and we can talk about the open PTU.
Yeah.
Because that shit was broken too. Like like you were going in and
although
it wasn't working.
It was still one of the best PTUs I ever had. It started out really clean. It got a little buggy and crashy.
It got buggy
every 5 minutes, crashing like boom, 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 boom. Couldn't play anything. And then the last patch, 2 patches ago, went in and it was every 10 minutes. And then this one got really stable. Then they dropped one tonight before they went live, and that thing was nice. You know, it had some frame rate go up and down. My gun's still wonky. Every once in a while, I'll draw down a gun and it won't fire and I have to reload it and stuff. But the scopes are there. Overall, frame rate's good. But you also have to consider when they open it this wide, how many people are pounding the servers right now trying to get in because it's new content. So it's just getting overloaded. Yeah, everybody is. And downloading and logging in and all this stuff. And to run this good with that many people just hammering, I'd love to see the numbers on their servers about how many people trying to log in repeatedly and get in that thing. And it's still to run this smooth because it's like, well, it's not really better than 2.5. I'm like, I'm getting 33 to 45 frames just like in 2.5, and it's getting hammered. I'm getting 33 to 45 frames when 2.5 is out when nobody's fucking playing it because they're tired of it. So that's pretty good to me to have a full server at 33 plus frames without them doing a touch to netcode. That's something you have to consider there. So that's good.
Things are definitely better. This is definitely like, and we've said this probably like every single time there's a big patch and stuff like that. Like, wow, this game is just getting better and better because it really is. Like, the server performance is way better. If you look at just what they did to like the Hornets were like, were not like resource hogs, but like now with the new mesh, the Super Hornet not the Super Hornet. Super Hornet still looks, but the regular Hornet, the Ghost, the Tracker, all look great. You know, you can spawn a Caterpillar without crashing a server. You know,
and when the Starfares came out, you couldn't log in one without the whole server going down. When we finally got up to 5, the server go down. Now I launch into the live server, and there's 5 Caterpillars out there, and we're good. Day 1 live. That's awesome to me.
Yeah, you know? I smacked a Starfare into a fucking caddy earlier, and the explosion was nice. No lag in the server. So I really think that switch to Amazon, I think that's what happened over these past few months.
Yep. That plus just engineering, adapting their engine to work well with that and stuff. I think there's a lot of aspects that are really good.
That justifies it for me. See, if that's what happened, I'm cool. I can't, but you know, I'm only like 80% sure that's what it was. But I think
probably
that's what
a combination.
Happened.
I bet that was definitely an element in the mix, though. You know what I mean? It had
because
to be.
Well, you know, I probably have to go back. This is probably a big patch. It's probably just as important as 3.0 because a lot of the FPS heads are going to become playing this game like during this break for Christmas and New Year's. I mean, you're going to see Level Cap. I don't know who the big streamers are. They're probably going to be playing some of the FPS guys. Like, we're going to see a lot of content on Star Marine from the big people, and you probably want it to look the best it could possibly look, even though there's some problems right now, but that's probably
even
the
though
best
it's alpha still.
Now.
It's still alpha. But it looks best damn FPS alpha I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it looks real good. The only problem I really have with it is some of the hits going on in it right now, the hit detection. I'm like, 1 minute, you know, I'm run up with a shotgun, shoot me in the chest, they die once, or then I have to hit them. And
it's a lot of desync. I mean, we're getting the same thing where you get people running around the corners or dying to bullets after they already were, like they were in cover. They're not in cover. Guy was right there. I shot at him. He's over here. He just killed me. 1-shot kills happening, and then multiple kills happening. So it was going both ways on that. I think that it's got some work needs. Grenades are irritating the shit out of me. They're better than they were when we started. But when I don't throw a grenade, like you know, and sometimes you roll it.
Yeah. And it's like, oh god, that was the worst throw.
You don't know if it's going to be, and if there's a railing, don't throw grenades on stairs. Because you can have a window this big, and somehow you'll throw it, and it'll spin in front of your face and explode. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I never ran away from grenades so much. My own grenades.
Yeah, my own grenades, not other people's. My grenades are dangerous. Like,
oh shit! I'm looking like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
fucking hilarious.
I love it.
But I mean, it's just got room for improvement. But it's still good. It feels snappy. It's still fun to play. And I even challenge the guys out there who are bitching and moaning this whole time about the speed changes and stuff. Arena Commander. I don't give it's fun, dude. You can see the guy you're shooting at. You're engaging him. You're in his shit. You're just like, what's up? It is good. I don't care what you say.
Multi-cruise ships, I could finally hit people in a multi-cruise ship.
No doubt, right? The turns, like, they need work
Before, they would fly so fast, and then the time you're turning, they're coming back around for another one. Like,
the turns still need work on the ships, but they're somewhat effective now. Like, I can actually use them and feel like I'm not just sitting here like, oh, I'm just watching TV. I can't hit shit anyway. I'm just looking around, shit flying by me. It feels good. It feels like I have never felt more like Star Citizen is on the right path than I do after this launch. I really feel like it's just going to start chugging along. Now all I got to see is the progress bar for 3.0. And I want to see...
Just to comment again on the ship speeds and stuff like that. Have you seen Shive and Showtime's like competition of them fighting each other? I think Shive just got a 28-second lap. Or they've been working it. I mean, they're down to like 33 seconds, 32 seconds.
They're getting some of the fastest times ever.
Fastest laps ever. And they're still like super hard to control, but like they're doing absolutely
insane.
It's
because they have more control at the operational SCM speed. And then you boost through and you learn your moment and they boost through and they're able to do it faster because other than going flat out and trying to deal with the drag and drift. So they're you
can also like maintain that. Like you can maintain at like a certain level, like 84%. Yeah. And then would just boost and it just brings you up to like the top speed of like what 84% would be of like your max speed. And he just like maintains it that entire time. And I mean, again, if you take the time, and everybody always complains about like the flight mechanics, whenever a patch comes out, it's always breaking the game. Everyone's always freaking out until you figure out what the hell it takes to like, this is what this turn needs. This is what this needs. And like, so again, there are guys who are doing absolutely insane on the racetrack. You were just talking about fighting in Arena Commander. When your SEM is like 150, that basically does like, are you crashing into people anymore? I don't crash into people as much. Well, I'm still kind of crashing into people.
Rocks still. I crash into rocks.
Yeah,
because I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
Rocks come out of nowhere. It's like I'm racing, and all of a sudden, where the hell did that rock come from?
Or I'll see a rock, and before in like the Gladius, I know I could pivot and turn and shit and get. Now I'm like, I'm not really stopping as fast, and you got to reverse thrust, and I mean, you got to really be on the engines. You can't just let it go and just like you could before. I think it takes more skill to do some of the stuff. So
people also have to keep in consideration that some of the ships have to get tuned up to this new flight model too. So they'll probably tune the ship up because some of the ships I could tell that they're just not tuned for the new flight model. Once some of these ships get fixed up for the flight model, I think it's going to be better and people are probably going to be more open to it than right now.
What about the ship buffs? Like we've seen, like the Cutlass apparently has gotten turned into God because it's getting the buff already that. I think they buffed it for the new ship model that's coming out before the models here. I think we're already seeing it because the funny thing regarding that is I've seen so many people crying about the NPCs, and the thing people always overlook when it comes to NPCs is the fact they aren't a separate entity like in other games. It's like some weird ship and it's just got hit points on and stuff. They're flying the exact ships we do. So if our ship is balls out tanky, guess what? That ship's going to be balls out tanky because that's the same ship that we fly. They don't make separate assets for those. They just pay an AI pilot it and call it a day, and you're fighting exactly what potentially you can have. So it's a little bit
kind of disappointing. I kind of missed when the pirates were kind of like when you could just smash them really easily.
They're still dumb,
they're still dumb.
They're still dumb. They stop all the time, like, hey, I'll stop, but they can tank it now. So it's not like they stop and you hose them and they're dead. It's like they stop and go, what? So it's a little different.
I mean, Vandal Swarm is still kind of bad because like you can just kind of smash them like really quick.
Yeah.
Pirate Swarm is fucking amazing.
Yep.
Excuse my language. Yeah. Pirate Swarm is really awesome, especially when you get the large ships in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
You guys gonna get a glaive or Caterpillar skin, the pirate skin?
It's a ship. It's a whole ship.
I keep saying I mean the ship.
Yeah. I just bought it.
A lot of people thought they were going to get his skin. I did too because I couldn't hear him on I couldn't hear him on the stream. So the information that should have been a video, so we got clear information.
I think you heard what I heard, Gio, and I think they said a caterpillar with the pirate skin, and I heard just a pirate skin. So I thought it was a skin that you adapted, but it's not. It's a complete ship. It's $295, and it's got LTI on it. But my quandary was. But my quandary was I have the other one that I purchased before for $300 with 2 dragonflies with LTI and all that stuff because they sold that previously as the whole bundle. So do I melt that and get the other? Well, Toy and a couple other guys unlocked already Wave 18 in the live server, so I just bought their one, and it is sexy as hell looking.
I haven't seen it yet. What does it look like? What's the color of it?
It's all black and red. It's like blacked out, and it's got a big skull and all that stuff on the wing. It's hot, dude. It's good. It's
It is
good.
sexy.
I'm happy I got it, and I got the LTI in it. I might eat a couple dragonflies over it, but I'm like,
well, the value of that value of the ship is going to be more than the Kovalek's red one. I can tell you that. So it's probably best that even with that package, it's probably going to be worth more than that package that you melted it for eventually. So I think I'm going to do that too and get that.
And it's fun as hell, man. When those Connies spawn towards wave like 16, 17, I was like, constellations, what the hell? And they're just tanked to get out, and they got gladiators coming at you and everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I brought people a lot better pilots than I am. Because I was not, it wasn't going to happen for me. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, I still got to unlock mine. We could probably do that later on.
Yep. It's fun. It definitely is. So it was after I saw that, and so I was like, if it didn't have LTI, I probably would have been like, nope. But after I saw the LTI, I'm like, all right, fuck it. I got tons of dragonflies. They'll be all right.
How many are left, though? How many are left on this?
When I got mine, it was over 1,300 still.
Oh, okay.
So the game just came out now. Let's see how many has gotten eaten up already.
I got it when there was 14,996.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I got pretty quick.
Yeah, we got ours was like 1,300 and mid
1461. There's 1461 right now.
How's there 1461 when I bought it 13 something?
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe people had to change their heart.
Maybe a bit more on
it. People are like, this was a mistake. This was a mistake.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have done it. It's 2 days before Christmas. What the hell was I thinking? Yeah.
That's cool.
There were some mistakes were made.
Yeah, that should be like a skin though to buy, huh?
Well, from everything that we still know, like, isn't that still going to be a thing? Like, that's why you can still buy skins right now, is because you should be able to equip them to like every ship out there. So,
and what's going to happen is I have that thing now, and then they're going to sell a skin for it later. It's going to be like, oh yeah, I melted all my other shit, got this thing, and then it's going to be like, oh, by the way, it's a $15 skin like 6 months down the road, and I'll be pissed as hell. I'll be like, what?
Damn, bro.
So,
well, how many did you already own a Cutlass? I'm sorry, Caterpillar?
Yeah, because I had the one that was bundled with the 2 dragonflies for lifetime insurance stuff. And that was great value because you get the 2 dragonflies for basically free compared to the other, right? Because it's $300, you get 2 dragonflies and the Caterpillar. I was like, all right. Now it's like, well, this one's badass, but do I give up two LTI dragonflies for it? And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't sold the other Caterpillar, so I got 2 Caterpillars now. And 2 dragonflies LTI, and I'm like, I don't really.
Of course, you just need having 2 Caterpillars. There's nothing wrong with that.
But I figured maybe I could melt the new one, if I wanted to, and buy it back later, or do. I'll figure out something. I don't know, because people melt their glaives all the time and then get them back.
I melted mine and got it back.
So I don't know.
And then I would definitely get a glaive, even for people who don't want them, because once those are gone, the price is going to shoot up. Great market.
Or they'll just sell a shit ton of them later on to you, and they'll be like bottom market out.
I don't know if they want to do that with the glaives. I don't know. Like they're not.
You don't want to do that with the glaives, but they might. You never know.
Oh, well, I'm gonna keep mine. I don't know if I'm gonna buy an extra one or not yet. So
yeah. All right, so we went through all that. We've gotten through the Pirate Swarm stuff. What was your guys' impression of differences and stuff that stood out to you from 2.5 to 2.6 in the PU and just the persistent universe outside of the ships? Like, what was your experiences? What did you see? What did you think was missing based on what they said was going to be in there? Things like that.
Well, Correa's kind of dead now. That's for sure.
Well, they get a Star Marine, right?
I got shot in the head.
Yeah.
There are still people there, because people are still getting their criminal rating.
Yeah.
And doing all that.
And they still have the whiskey bottles. They've made it more interesting. They spread them all throughout the facility, so you got to move around. You can't just go to the one room, grab whiskey, get the fuck out, and that's it.
Yeah.
If you want to get them, you got to go upstairs, downstairs, all the way around, and do a little bit more.
Yeah.
The gun mechanics are nice. You can go get your guns there still for free. And ammo and grenades.
Also, I noticed the damn the bar. I didn't even remember that at Grim Hex or them even saying they were going to add that. So I thought the bar was cool that they just don't have anyone serving drinks there. The Benny Stoneheads. We didn't even know that was even going to come in.
And that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Did you explore the caterpillars yet?
Yes.
Yeah, the inside
Caterpillars at Yela? And did you read through all of the...
you said there's caterpillars at Yela?
I haven't seen the caterpillars. I saw the starfarers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yes. I'm sorry. Starfarers.
Okay, yeah.
Starfarers, not caterpillars.
I went through all those, yeah, and I read all the story thing through them and stuff like that. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like its own little quest.
Yeah, it doesn't do it. It's not like an audio log. So once you go through and you click through all the tablets, definitely go and read through all of them. It's definitely like an interesting story. We got to figure out a way to just like get a group of people to just hang out inside there.
Oh, I know, right?
For,
Ambush Central.
for just like some like random Joe to like go in there and.
That is a scary fucking place too, man. That
really
if anything feels like alien isolation type thing inside that defunct Starfarer, it's like you're like, I wish they would have had a floating corpse or two around there somewhere, because I mean it was just kind of like one of those things where you're like, what the fuck?
I tried tricking some people to come out there, where I'd be like, "Oh my god, guys, have you seen the dragonfly inside the Starfarers? It's just like the live stream from a month ago." And I was sitting there with the fishing pole trying to bait some people into it. Didn't work.
Didn't happen.
But that was on the PTU. So maybe now that it's live, maybe there are some suckers out there that we can definitely pull into getting
real into that.
You just it'd
be a fun FPS level anyway. It'd be fun to like just pit a team inside and like the bridge, and then have people try to take the bridge. I mean, it'd be fun because it's a different environment and it's full EVA combat, so it'd be really interesting. Really would.
Yeah, I can't wait till you start adding like creepy shit in those ships. Like it's gonna be fucking amazing.
I just can't wait for 3.0 to get cargo, because I mean we got so much cool stuff out there. Once we have a reason to fight over anything, it don't matter if it's a loaf of bread. And it's like, well, Geo's got the bread. Well, I'm going to go get the bread from Geo. And then Moon jumps me for the bread that I took from Geo, because he tries to give it back to Geo. And then Geo gets revenge on me for taking his bread. I mean, it's just like, it's going to happen.
Nice at the Stonehenge, if they would have put a big Venice machine that you could take and everyone would fight over it in the middle. Like whoever could take it back, almost like a capture the flag type shit, whoever could get it back to the station. And you would see where they're at.
Yeah. I'll be honest about the Stonehenge. I hope that's the last Big Benny's meme we see, because it's good. It's fine. I think they're not going to top it. They're like, I think they need to grab onto something else, because we've been dealing with the Benny's meme for a minute, and I'm a little over it at this point. It's like, I get the noodle machine's cool. That's great. I don't know. I mean, we've taken it place. We've done everything we can with it. People are making fan videos, and that's the pinnacle of the fan videos, the Benny's machine. I'm like, that's great. Okay.
I love when you fly by the antenna and you're like, you hear the song playing. Yeah. Then you get up to the top of the antenna, and you see like there are wires running from the Big Benny's into it. So like it's even like playing off like it's going through the speaker into the antenna. I love it. It's kind of great.
They do it right. I just want to see some more
several henges, because I always feel like when I find the henge, it probably wasn't at the place I looked last,
no, I think it's the same location as far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's like whenever I come in from Port Olisar, it's to the left. I think you go in there and to the left, and then Grimax is on the right, and that Starfarer Broken's right there in front. So it's they're kind of made some cool little asset things all the way around Yellow, which is cool because it's a huge space, especially with all the asteroids and stuff, how they've broken up the belt and made it a little bit more dense and everything like that. It's pretty cool. So it's pretty nice. But other than that, I mean, a little tighten up when they come back from holiday, a little tighten up on Star Marine, get the grenades running a little bit better, make it a little more snappy, and once I can figure out the damn camera system, we'll be running some tournaments on that bitch, because that thing is badass. I want to see some ladder tournaments done, all sorts of stuff, do some competitive gameplay on it. And I just want to see the progress bar for 3.0. I'm not expecting anything, obviously, till end of February at the very earliest for their testing, maybe beginning of March. It's going to be at least 3 months. I mean, that's just
I'm guessing April release. That's what I'm
That would be nice. That would be nice. So
I wouldn't mind March for my birthday. Like, you want to give it to me? Give it,
That'd be an interesting time for them to do that, especially since Mass Effect comes out, Andromeda comes out in March too. So that'd be like a little
That'd be a way
interesting
to-
to see the numbers on that.
Yeah, get them from that and then warm them up for the Squadron 42 coming. That's how you do it.
Because you'd be like, oh, you got Mass Effect. Well, we got this. It's just alpha, but you can check it out. And it'd just be badass, to have the plans like, oh, shit.
Because we all know, I'd be surprised if Mass Effect comes out with like some awesome ship combat. I've been wanting that from Mass Effect for years. I bet you they're still not going to do it in Andromeda. So once people see that this is going to be like the fucking Mass Effect they always wanted, because that's what Star says in this one. It's the Star Wars and Mass Effect I always wanted. Like, they got the fucking land on planets, capital ships, all that awesome shit. So can't
Very
wait.
much so. All right, guys. Well, this is the part of the show where we're starting to get towards the middle of it. If you have any questions for the cast, make sure that you put !questions in the chat, and it'll link you over to the Discord where you can deposit those questions, and we can start to breeze through some of those and get them done there. We are going to be drawing a raffle that I've had running even before the show, and we're going to use that tonight. You're going to have to make sure, though, to participate in this raffle, in addition to just being on mine, we want to make sure you also follow both Geo's Twitch as well as Moonshiners, and I don't remember if we got that link up there or not. I'm going to have Twitter Asian Glow double check that to make sure we've updated the Space Bro link, because I don't think we did that one. I know we got you guys individually in there. I don't know if the Space Bro
think
link,
it's been working as guest. Let's see if it's Space Bro.
It might be. Asian Glow's gone up and cleaned up all my bullshit, so because my stuff's horrible. But
let's see. Nope, that's old. That's old.
Oh well, exclamation mark.
That's like a whole like 2 weeks old.
Well, actually, exclamation mark guess is the right one. It's got this exclamation mark guess. Run that. Make sure you just give the guys a follow, and then be over here and do that thing. So we will be having that, and just keep on throwing that. Yep, she's always got it handled. She's always got it handled. So
now this is my question in chat. How many of you guys been fapping the boob shiner today?
I started at 6 o'clock. I had lots of, and guys, I did not lose a bet. I just dress like this sometimes.
There you go.
About 90% of the chat probably been fapping now.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. You're welcome.
There you go.
He's in the holiday spirit. There it is. There it is. But yeah, just go ahead and make sure that you guys are putting your questions over there into the Discord, and we'll get that stuff handled. And let's see, what do you guys got coming up? What are you doing for the holidays, Moon? What's your big game plan for the holidays here?
Well, I was gonna do this tomorrow. Then I realized I'm like, I think I may want to like sit and have dinner with my family, and I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow for sure. We're doing this again tomorrow. We got some giveaways to do tomorrow, but we did a big holiday stream tonight. Did a bunch of giveaways, and I did this, and but I'm coming back at Mrs. Claus again. This is like the whole thing with Diva. You don't go and buy like a costume and just wear it once. We'll do it again tomorrow.
Yes, you have a nice
Christmas Eve. Yeah, sometimes you guys can come by my stream, and I dress up like Diva too from Overwatch, because that's not like something that's like from like another game, but we're standing with all the female streamers out there who are waiting patiently on the female character models. So I'm standing in solidarity with them, bringing them female character models into Star Citizen.
That's all going
It's the thing that happens.
Come on, Mitauchi, we gotta get up. We gotta get our suits and dresses and just dress up.
Oh yeah.
Well, going to female strike until they release it.
You go
you're
first.
You're gonna have to shave.
And don't wait
you're gonna
for
have
me.
to shave.
I'm gonna have to shave. Oh, I gotta sacrifice to the year.
There you
It's
go.
gonna be a holy sacrifice for the ladies.
There you go. Sounds good. All right, Gio, what you got going on for this holiday?
I would like to be a social reject and stream, but I'm not. My family's not gonna let me, so I'm probably gonna do some dinner stuff. Hang out with the family this weekend. If I do stream, I'm gonna try to do something. It'll probably be later on at night, like around this time or a little earlier. But yeah, nothing too much.
That's cool. That's cool. I obviously got the kids. We're gonna do Christmas Eve over the G parents and stuff, and do that. And then I'll probably be back here streaming most of the day because we got this grand challenge from Val we're trying to knock out. We're trying to get 500 subs before Christmas. I don't think that's going to happen, but we're working our ass off trying to. I know.
You can do it. You can do it.
We're at 437, so we're not terribly far, but we got some heavy lifting to do by Christmas. So
Dude, you got a fucking 890 for those subs. That's
Yeah.
fucking. I'm telling you, you get that glaive and you save that for a couple months down the road. People are gonna be fiending for that shit.
Yep. They'll be like, "Oh, I want the glaive. Give it to me. Give it to me."
It's my favorite chip.
Yeah,
it's not even that good, but it's like my favorite chip in game. It is awesome.
Yeah, not that many people. Like I said, once it's gone, not that many people could get it. So not that many people do giveaways on it.
That'd be cool. I'll have to think. We'll have to think about that stuff. So, but yeah, we're doing that, and then the rest of it's just streaming ahead, gearing up for. We're going to do a special New Year's broadcast too. So, if any of you guys want to stop in or stop by, depending on what you got plans for, stop in throughout the day. We'll be doing that New Year's Eve and hanging out and counting it down for everybody's time zone, doing some more giveaways and starter packs, and yeah, that's what I got going on for the holidays. So it should be fun.
Our Christmas shopping done?
Yes, my wife did.
Oh, you lucky dog! I had to do my Christmas shopping today, and it was gosh.
My Christmas shopping consisted of me going, click, 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 good to go. That's pretty much how I do.
Yeah. Next year, I'm doing the Black Friday shopping, or Cyber Monday, just sit on my ass.
Yep, I'm telling you, it's the way to go. It's the best way to do it. So. We are going to tear that up. Let's see what questions we got in here, and we'll get moving along. We did a lot longer show than I planned on. I wanted to get Moon off here. He's been hitting it hard today. He's not used to these long streams. So we'll go through some of these questions.
Good choice of words.
Yeah.
Good choice of words.
Well, you know, that's the way it goes. Working the street, trying to do his deal. Anyway.
I get back on the streets.
Yep. Gonna make that money.
Working that Twitch. Oh, yeah.
That's it, baby. Can't beat him, join him. Anyway, Asian Glow asks, he says, do you guys think the LTI Pirate Edition is a variant with improved weapons?
Nope. I don't think it is. I think it's just a skin.
I haven't looked close enough to be honest.
No,
they would have promoted that.
I think it's the same.
I think it's the same exact thing, just it looks badass.
It would have been quote unquote a variant because look at the Saber comment. It's got a skin and new guns.
And I think that's why me and Gio were thinking skin in our heads too, because it was like they said Caterpillar with this skin. They want to make sure that we don't distinguish it as a variant that might be different. It's just painted different, but it looks badass. So we agree there. It says, what's your honest opinion of 2.6 Live in general? I think we kind of went over that, but really quick, guys, just 2.6 in general. I think it's a huge improvement. I think it is.
Everyone I've been hearing, people have been saying, but quite a few people, they got the black screen and maybe on their end, they have to check it out. But a lot of people have been getting 2-3 hours when they were playing and haven't crashed once. And that is amazing. Last year, it was crash shitty with 2.0.
If you think it's worse than 2.5, go back and watch the 2.5 video and then tell me that.
Oh god, 2.5 is horrible. I would never
really
go back.
bad.
It's the worst. It was so bad.
I'm not saying this is like
at the end of its lifespan.
I'm not saying this is launch quality. 2.6 is definitely not launch. We're ready to launch Star Citizen quality stuff because it's got some bips and bobs that need done. It's got you're still gonna crash. Yeah, we got some gun issues. Yeah, we got some stuff. But I haven't had no fucking scopes on my guns for 3 fucking months.
Yep.
There's if you go back to 2.5, there's no comparison. This hands down is better, and it's got cool ships in it. So I don't know what else.
This is one of the best patches in months. Probably the best one out the year, to be honest.
Yeah, but we're not gonna I'm not gonna give them too much rope because I want them to think, well, shit, if we starve them for patches, and then they'll think it's the best thing since sliced bread when we drop something.
No, fuck that. That's crazy. Even though
I think 3.0 is not that far away. Like, this was all being built on the same time.
I know.
This is just running really well, and it probably is far away. It's definitely far away. But,
I don't want to even think that it's under 3 months, or else I'll get frustrated myself. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to do that.
Hopefully we find a lot here. If you're playing this game every day, you better have something that you enjoy doing in it, whether it be like Arena Commander, the new thing of Star Marine. You better enjoy flying around diverse while it's still limited, or they've added a few things to it. Universe is still very limited. There's not a lot you can do.
I can honestly say,
hopefully you enjoy Star Marine.
I'm not a dogfighter. I hadn't played Arena Commander in well over a year. But after playing it here, it's going to be on my regular rotation because I enjoy it. Yep. I'm not the best at it, but I enjoy it now with the speed changes. I feel like it's fun.
I couldn't stand space jousting. I'm gonna be honest.
No. Yeah, I hated
Anything
that.
beats that because just flying past each other, all fucking
and hoping to get a shot off real quick and one shot somebody was just a joke. It was just crazy because that's what it is. Really skilled pilots could do it. That's great. We're not selling a game for 200 people. We're selling a game that's supposed to be wide to the masses. So I'm sorry for the guys losing their leaderboard ranking, but harden the fuck up.
They'll be back up there. They'll be back up there.
And the
I know they will. The same people will be back up there because those guys practiced every day and they get good. They just don't want to have to do the work right now.
I mean, me and Mitauchi were in the Vanguard with 6 people in there.
Yeah, and it's running with 6 people. Smooth. 40 plus frames. I'm like, are you kidding me?
The Caterpillar we were loaded up in that fucker.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was running smooth. I'm like, okay, now we're making strides.
Yeah.
And that's why I think
you can't fit 5 people in 2.5. If you put 5 people on the bridge of a fucking Constellation 2.5, somebody falling through the floor, somebody getting injected out of the thing. It ain't happening. This thing, we had a Retaliator fully manned every turret. And yeah, there was a couple times we all got ejected out of the turrets and stuff, but we were able to operate all the turrets, put fire downfield on stuff, and it was fun.
Wow. And I think that's on some of the ship ends. Like the Retaliator, people always fly through that, or the Connie. And I think those need to be, not updated, but kind of fixed because those ships are kind of lacking.
Still need work, hands down. There's still stuff that needs to be done. The speed changes ain't a fix all, but it is an improvement, and I have to totally agree with that.
Yeah, it's actually fun to be on a turret for once now.
Let's say, do you, Mitauchi, and Gio think that Moonshiners is getting a little too into cosplay and cross-dressing? No. I don't think he's getting too into it. I mean,
I'm totally getting into it. I'm totally getting into it.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask them. You can just ask me. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
And it's great on the stream, and it's okay. Why do you guys think it's too much? Probably. I hope not.
I think you get
fine.
Everyone gets a free
and I have to tell everybody out there, this Moon was so worried that I would be concerned about him dressing. He's like,
I wasn't so worried. I just wanted to make sure that
he wanted to make sure.
I didn't want to be like, hey, so Mitauchi, just so you know, when we start up the Space Pro show, I'm going to be looking, pretty fabulous.
I don't care. I told him, said, as long as you ain't breaking no TLS stuff with Twitch, I have no problem with anything you do, brother. It's all good.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're not showing off anything dirty. I'm not getting drunk on stream. And no, guys, I did not lose a bet. And I'm not drinking. This is sober. This was a sober decision. This was a sober decision that was just like, yeah, we'll do it. It's the fucking holidays.
Yeah, whatever.
And we've been doing Diva. I had the wig. I had the makeup from Diva.
Have a little fun. Let your hits hang. I mean,
whatever.
No, they're not even hanging out. They're right there.
They're good. They're good.
There you go, Mr. Sam.
All right.
It's not even a
here.
thing.
It's a question. Thought it was great seeing Mitauchi, WTF, and Twerk. Well, we're not going to let that go any farther. Running around Arena Commander and combining streams. With things being more stable, you think you all might do more things like that down the line?
We're going to do one tonight.
Yeah, we are. After the show, me and Gio are going to do it right now. Anytime me and the rest of the Redacted team or me and my test bros or anybody can get together and start to multi-stream, we told you this before 2.5, we're going to be doing it because we like to do that. And it's just about getting it set up and having a scenario and then playing with you guys. We want you guys to come in and join us. We want this to be a multiplayer game as much as we can make it that, whether we're playing directly with our followers and viewers or if we're playing games with each other and both of our communities and stuff like that. That's what we want to be doing.
Yeah, that's why I got a fucking Idris. Because I can't... My org.
Wait a minute! You weren't just going to get all NPCs and fly by yourself? Well, you're crazy. You should have just went that way.
Shit, and get fucking wrecked by other players. Shit. You know what's sad is there's a lot of people that think that they're just going to be. I mean, you can fill it up with NPCs, but once you go against people who are fully crewed, real people, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to be salty that why can't my ship damage everyone with all NPCs?
Yeah. These NPCs aren't as fast as their NPCs. I can't handle this. That would drive me fucking crazy. Dude.
Yeah, I think the NPC system is going to be like on the heist on Grand Theft Auto. If you guys ever played it in single player, if you paid for someone cheap, they may fuck up on the mission, or you could pay someone higher money, even though it may cost more. You get the mission done right, but less big payout. So
Yeah,
I think that's how they're going to go about
I think
it.
you're on to something there. I think it is because they said the NPCs will have skill-based type of thing where they'll have be better skilled at different levels and stuff.
Yep.
All right, and for just to wrap it up, we got a shorter question here that we're just going to go ahead and knock out real quick, and I think that's probably going to do it for us. Let's see what time I am on the raffle, though. Oh.
Maybe until the raffle. How long is the raffle?
23 minutes.
Huh? Well,
Yeah. We might have to pull it after the show. I don't want to keep Moon all night. Do you think that the Pirate Caterpillar is unlocked from Pirate Swarm is anything more than a glorified LTI ship? Do you think the skin will be easily replicated in the verse, or will the skin be hard to acquire in the PTU? I think that I hope they aren't going to drop the skin out all the time. I hope they're going to keep it kind of rare, and otherwise the whole point of their limited edition shit is pointless. And they have done things like that in the past with certain aspects and certain ships. We've seen them like, oh, there's only 800 of these, and then the next year, there's another 800, there's another 1,600, and things depreciate. And we have seen other things where it's like, they ain't releasing this all the time. Like if you look at like the 890 jump, they dropped it once, they drop it again every year. But I mean,
no. This was the first year they dropped it.
Yeah.
Before that, they only dropped it once.
And then when they dropped it once, and this was the first year they dropped it, and it was like fucking $900 this time. So
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
doubled the price on it.
yeah. So I mean, they might drop the pirate skin, or they might drop something again, but it's probably not going to be just a straight $300 like a regular Caterpillar for LTI version. So I think we'll be all right.
Also, like it's going to sell more on the gray market if you guys are into that, because it's going to be hard to get, and in game because it's going to probably be hard to get that in game. So if someone's like, "Oh, you got one? Oh, I'll give you X amount of UEC for it. Just give it to me, and you can make a quick come up if you don't give a damn about it." So that's how I'm looking at it.
Yep. So get those unlocks now.
I feel like it's going to be super hard to get later on. If it's anything like the glaive, I mean, they're selling it at like a limited number. They want it to be rare as hell. Sure, we'll be able to like equip other pirate skins to it. This specific one, maybe not. It's something that you have to, do 18 rounds of Pirate Swarm, which is not a lot of people can do. Some people can do it. But then, like later on, like I mean, who knows how hard? Like, will we be able to like attain a Vandal Glaive when the PU comes out, like a year from now? Like, will we have that?
We don't know, and we have no idea how much with in-game money that would cost.
Well,
I said the prices are going to be outstanding on like caps. I mean, I can only imagine
every ship is going to be available in game. But this is the part I think they don't tell everyone. I think how it's going to be the rarity and how long it's going to take to get something like that. Like an 890, they may only make a certain amount, or it may take a long time to manufacture a ship in factory. Like, Lamborghini, their cars may take longer to make. That's why, it costs so much, only runs so many a day. So some people may have to wait, or Bugatti, you may have to be on a waiting list to even get that ship.
Yeah.
So even though you don't earn in the game, it may be fucking hard. Like a Javelin, you may have the money for it. You may be waiting a couple weeks to even fucking get one produced. So just keep that in mind.
Well, I mean, and it wouldn't surprise me it did that for people who played EVE Online. If you want to build a super capital, it takes 6 months sometimes of actual time to build one, and you have to guard the POS and build it and construct it. So it wouldn't surprise me if it could just take weeks, in this game to do it. I mean, you might be guaranteed to get it, but it might take you a month to do so. Like, even if you already had the money made. And that's, he already said that their goal is to make it so expensive it has to be like org purchases and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be like if one of us tried to go buy a fucking Navy vessel.
You want to buy this aircraft carrier out here, bro? No problem. Just hook
billions.
Me up.
And, only so many people have billions in the real world.
Yeah, 60 billion, and this aircraft carrier is yours, and it doesn't come with a fuel. Go. It's like no problem.
Good luck. Or the guns, like the Javelin.
Absolutely. Right. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna shut this down a little early because there's only 19 minutes left, and that way we can draw it out and all that stuff. Again, guys, make sure that you are following all the awesome streamers on this episode in order to qualify for this. And the prize is a $35 holiday starter pack or a Dragonfly with 4 years insurance from the anniversary sale. So your choice. So if you already have the starter pack, meh. If you don't want the Dragonfly, I'll send you $35 in gift cards, a 10 and a 25. I don't care. But take which piece you want. Take which piece you want. It's worth it. So make sure you get in there. It's last couple minutes here for you to enter the raffle. I'll go ahead and give you just one more moment. It's exclamation mark sub to unlock. No subtle hints there. Sub to unlock. Because we want to unlock more shit as we move forward throughout the evening tonight and tomorrow. Because we have tons of good stuff, including a pirate pack sponsored by Val. If we get it unlocked tonight, it will. It's worth $420 to get the Caterpillar, Cutlass, and 2 Dragonflies, the full bundle there. And yeah, it's worth it.
Dude got the pirate skin though.
Yeah, well, you might not got the pirate skin, but you ain't got to pay for it. All you got to do is sub the fucking channel, and that's it. So there you go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and we're gonna stop this clock. We're gonna get ready to. Well, people are flooding in there, trying to get in there. Hurry, get it in before I close it. I'm gonna close it. The door's closing.
She's like,
boom, closed. Sorry. All right.
I was about to make a Star Wars reference, but I didn't want to get spoilers.
There you go. Don't spoil my shit. Don't. No, I haven't seen it, and they got gifs of it already out. They're like 5 minutes long, ruining the movie for me already, including that scene that you're talking about. I saw it in a gif. I'm like, damn. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop watching it though. I was like, I gotta watch. I can't stop.
This isn't a spoiler for people who haven't seen it, but it may be called, Rogue One and not Rogue Squadron. But
take my headphones out.
There's some Rogue Squadron moments you guys are gonna like. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not spoiler.
He didn't spoil it.
I didn't spoil it.
He didn't spoil it. He just said there's some parts you're gonna like. I was like, don't spoil it. I've seen already too much. Now I gotta.
I wasn't gonna spoil it. I'm just saying, if you like Rogue Squadron, you're gonna like. Cause I thought Rogue One was gonna be like Rogue Squadron at first before I finally figured out what it was. So I'm like, dude, if they make a fucking Rogue Squadron type movie,
that's right.
But they didn't.
That's right. All right. Well, we didn't add everybody on this scene, but what we're gonna do here is we have a claim word real quick, guys, that we're gonna throw up top. We're actually gonna do it on this one, right there, because I like this side better. Anyway, right here we're gonna have a special claim word up here, and if you are not a subscriber of my channel, you do have to use the claim word. And even if you're a sub, you still have to follow these guys, because if you don't, it's gonna be bad. Except for the auto entry guys, I can't require them because they're not here. Those guys are gonna have to, do it.
Jesus, excuse me.
And so the keyword, don't say the keyword. Don't say it.
I didn't even spoil anything.
Don't say the keyword. What do we guys do? If you do, you get banned out of the channel. So don't say it. And do not say the winner's name, guys. Make sure we keep it all above board. We don't want bots scraping the chat. It's going to appear up on your screen there just for a minute or two. All right.
There it is.
Get ready, guys. We're going to draw this thing down in 3, 2, 1.
Rigged.
Rigged. Looks like it's Raztorque. Hey, it don't matter if I spell it wrong. You just got to write what the fuck's on your screen.
I thought you said Rash Twerk. I'm like, what?
Rash Twerk. But it is one of our subscribers. Make sure Raztorque's on both your guys' follow list.
Raztorque he's rigged it. Let me see.
Rastork. Yep. Asian Glow's already checked moons. She's so all over that. It's like, ding, done.
Is he online right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And she just checked Geo's. Been following Geo for 8 months, 2 days. She is so all over. It's like, well, I'll just say, hey, Asian Glow, can you check all our shit for us? And she's like, bing, done. She's pro about all that stuff.
Damn, bro, you've been following 8 months? Shit, I haven't been streaming that much. Appreciate it, bro.
There you go. He's like one of your day one guys. He's like, what's up?
Day one, bro. Probably going to prize where I'm at. I'll rig it for you on my channel, Geek.
Well, I will send you a beautiful message while we take a quick break. We let Moonshiner and everybody go. We're going to make sure that everybody, again, gets all that. So, Moon, when's the next time they're going to catch you streaming, bro?
Well, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I am going to stream for Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Be doing the same thing. We'll be doing some giveaways, doing some more activities. Monday, I do my podcast. Actually, just had these two gentlemen over here. They were just on the podcast. Gio was just on their last one. He was on there last Monday. Mitauchi was on there the week before. But yeah, we do a Star Citizen theme podcast as well. This Monday we'll have Roo Smash. She'll be on here Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So don't worry, I'll be more in my true form.
Yeah.
As Diva, I'll be Diva on Monday. No, I'm not. Don't worry, I'll be back to being Moonshiner.
So you're like Cell. You're like, this is even my final form.
Yes, exactly. I will go Super Saiyan blonde. No, but Monday we got the podcast, and tomorrow is for the holiday. We'll be doing more of the holiday strums, doing giveaways, yada yada yadas, and every day Star Citizen with everything else. So come on by. If you got nothing to do on Christmas Eve, come hang out with me. It'll be fun. We'll be playing music and all that good stuff and playing Star Citizens. So yeah.
Awesome. Gio, what you got coming up? And when's the next time you're going to be strumming?
I'm about to stream in the next few minutes with Mitauchi. We're going to
there
do a multi-stream.
Mm-hmm. There you go. We're going to do that thing.
Yeah, so you guys can catch me, Gio Get Money, on Twitch and my YouTube channel, Gio Get Money, if you guys are into that YouTube stuff.
Yep. And make sure you hit him up on Twitter because he's always dropping some thoughts on the Twitter under the real Gio Get Money.
Yes.
So you got to make sure you get him on that. Don't hit him on the other Gio Get Money. You got to get him on the real one.
Yeah, I've been really trying to fight with Twitter, and there's no way. There's no customer service. They got bots that answer their email, so there's no way I can even really talk to someone. So I'm kind of fucked.
I think it works okay. The real Gio Get Money, that's okay. It's good enough.
I don't like it. I may do underscores under
Who
my
was
name.
it? There was like, and there are 2 or 3 actors. It's like the real Mark Hamill or the real whatever, because they got the
that's
same.
what it is. The real Mark Hamill.
Trump.
Yeah, they got the exact same thing going on. Somebody snagged their shit before they got on there, or they took their shit. And so
you would think Donald Trump would have enough power to even.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Donald Trump,
he's the president.
If Donald
he's the
Trump
president.
ain't getting it happening, and then I wouldn't feel bad for you, Gio, because like if Donald Trump ain't making it happen, it's like.
I guess he can get POTUS now. I guess he gets POTUS.
Yeah, he does. He gets POTUS.
At least it's not the Moonshiner 5. I'm the Moonshiner. I had to put a 5 on it because like it's like lead speak.
Yep.
So.
I'm gonna put a wall around Twitter if they go give my name. It'll be tremendous.
It's gonna be glorious. The greatest Twitter.
Yeah, the greatest Twitter campaign ever of all time. Destroy China with his Twitter. Anyway, so here we go. We're gonna go ahead and sign off just for a little bit, guys. We'll be back with the Space Bro After Show with me and Gio and some of you going out into the verse, hanging out, doing some stuff. Moon, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate
it's always
you.
A pleasure.
I know, absolutely, man. I love having you on. And hopefully we'll do some multi-stream next week because I'll be around all week and it'll be good. So we'll see you then. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here in just a few minutes. There's my outro music.
I'm a bro. He's a bro. We're all bros. It's Space Bro Show.
I gotta give you some more beers.